We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go.
Looking to throw it here. Ritter. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Ritter. This one thrown underneath to Achane. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Ritter from the gun. Gets this one to Hill. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
From his own end zone, Fields. This will go to Henry out wide. And he's able to get this up just shy of the 15. So still backed up, but the situation not as dire now. 1st and 10 at the 14. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
In motion, Hill. Here's Ritter. This is Smith to the ground. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Working from the gun, Ritter rolling to his right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
And down here, first and goal, if it's not there, don't force it. You've got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
Achane. No signal, and now they say he did not get in. He is stonewalled at the 1. They try to get the nose of the football across to no avail, and now it's third and goal. Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. Ridder going to sneak it. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Desmond Ridder scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Dolphins take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. Seven nothing is our score. Ready for the dynamic kickoff as this one's away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go.
Fields changing the play. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. Powers by at the 40. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short. To throw is Fields. They set up the screen for Henry. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 33. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. A first down carry for Henry. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. You talk about this Miami defense. Right now they're ranked number 29 in the NFL against the pass, so 4th from the bottom, Charles.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Here's Fields. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Jalen Phillips in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Now that's a heck of a moment for your first sack of the game, because if this long drive ends without a touchdown because of that sack, we're going to look back and say that might be one of the biggest plays of this contest.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Jets with the football here to start the second quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up.
jump. Ready? Hey, Ken. Hey, Ken. 11.
In motion left is Wilson.
Right.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, and that is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he's unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Here we go. You got a punch right. Mayday. Press, punch right. Go.
They snap it to Fields. He'll get this to the longtime Charger. It's Keenan Allen. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th.
Here we go, son. Out.
Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Here we go, son.
Out of the gun, Fields. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
From the gun on 3rd down, Fields. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Dolphins are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
Well, those have been a problem for him all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 70-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Ritter to throw it. That's caught. Nick Westbrook-Ikhine with it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Out of the gun, here's Ritter. Short throw to Smith. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 16 yards, a little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. To the air again, it's Ritter. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. The Dolphins at 5-7 now on the year. Yeah, they've lost 3 straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, And now you're looking at going 4 games without a win. Things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
This throw nearly intercepted. Oh, the big D lineman almost had it. But third down coming up. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Back to throw, Ritter. Trotting! And they'll have it in the red zone before it crosses over out of bounds. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
What a drive. This has been just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
79 Broncos. Warriors 70. Trap 60. Trap 60.
Ritter now. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And 3rd and 8 now. Ritter will set up to throw it. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Jonnu Smith with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Dolphins have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? And maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy. But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Fields now to throw. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 45 yards. And worth pointing out, after that last completion, that puts this young quarterback over 10,000 yards passing for his career. And fair to say, he's not done yet.
No doubt about it. He's really just getting started because he's not quite into the prime of his career. So it's likely he's going to hit a few more of these milestones as this career progresses.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Jets are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. Ritter. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And the Jets are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time And you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Hey, 551, 551. Right.
Here's Fields. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Here we go, son. Out, let's go. Chimps clear. Press, punch right. Go.
Back to throw. Fields. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Now they'll bring 4 receivers into the fold here. It's 3rd and long.
Here we go.
One play action. Fields under pressure. They got him again. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there.
At their own 28-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. They'll roll him out right. They set up the screen. Achane has it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. A 1-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback. And the 3rd quarter will start from the 30. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Don't jump, ready? Hey, Monday. Tonight.
Fields. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue.
Easy. Here we go, son. Easy.
Now Fields. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to him. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking him.
A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down.
Well, they certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Derrick Henry. His 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
And here on third down, your number one goal, don't be a hero, just get the first down. But here, once he gets past the line of scrimmage, the field opens up for him, and he's able to take it right up the gut and into the end zone.
Zuerlein good with a PAT, and we are tied at 14. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Washington now brings this out. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
Ritter back to throw. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Looking to throw it here. Ritter. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Back to throw here. Ritter cannot escape, and they bring him down. Matt Judon. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
A give left side. Here's Achane. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Ritter from the gun. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up fourth down. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And now a high kick trying to pin him back. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And the Jets will take over. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Here we go.
They've got momentum on their side. They were once down 14-0. Now it's even at 14 as they look to put together a drive to get them the lead. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
Well, partner, they've used him quite well out of the backfield in this one. And here's another nice example. They set up the screen, and he's able to pick his way downfield for a nice gain there.
Here we go. We're good. All right.
Now it's Fields. He's got Derrick Henry again, back-to-back catches. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down. Inside handoff, Henry. And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this third quarter of play. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 5.
Here we go. Up. West right there. Hey, Chan. Hey, Chan.
In motion, the tight end.
EQ. Up. Go.
Henry again on 2nd down. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 98 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. Tackled by Ashton Davis up from the secondary.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Hey, Chan.
2nd down, they go again with Henry. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game.
Don't jump, ready?
A play fake, now Fields to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Jets are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. Henry is in. Touchdown, Jets. Now Zuerlein on to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And the pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. But they need their best drive of the game right here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Throw caught by Achane. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play.
Here we go, here we go. Track 60. Go.
Here's Ritter. Oh, and that's That's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Jets have just about sewn up this football game.
If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
We're going out right here. Hey, 10. 11. You got a mini base, right?
They've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches.
Now Fields going to move him around.
That one looks like he'll throw here. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Down a fine line when you're setting up a screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
Here we go, Scott. Let's go alpha right here. Right.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. Able to fight through 1 tackle. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, 10. Right.
They'll run it again with Henry. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13.
Here we go, son. Hey, 10. Tonight.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
And they've just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks. And now here's a tackle behind the line.
Here we go. First right. Mayday.
Here's Fields.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself.
Now on the return, oh no, the ball is loose. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
All right, zero rooting interest in it, but that one hurt.
Well, yeah, you're losing in the 4th quarter. A bad time for a fumble on a punt return.
They had an opportunity. All right, they were sensitive. They're down on the scoreboard, and now they just gave that one up.
Fields down to a knee here, and that should just about put a bow on this one. Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the